Hey everyone, it's Deanna Corby with Deanna Corby Dressage. Thanks for joining me today for another video. So today I'm going to be giving another video evaluation of a horse for sale for one of my students who is looking to purchase. My student is a training level rider and is looking for something safe, something that she can have fun with, kind of an all-around horse. So I'm looking at a couple of videos for her, and I thought that I would share with you guys because it's always valuable to look at other horses go and get feedback in any capacity, the good and the bad, so that you can develop your own eye to become a better rider yourself. So a little disclaimer, like I said in my other video when I did another one of these YouTube videos, there is a lid for every pot. Just because one horse isn't appropriate for one rider doesn't mean that that horse is total trash. It might be a great horse, a dream horse for another rider. So I've been doing this for a couple years now, these video evaluations, and I really like doing them. I can do them for anyone in the world. All you have to do is send me a video via email, which I'll leave in the description section below this video. I do like to know what kind of rider you are. It does help me if I have worked with you before, and you just kind of give me the information on what kind of horse you're looking for, and I can provide an unbiased opinion on the horse based off of his ad and the video. So that's what I'm going to do today for my student, and let's go ahead and take a look at this first horse. This is a 2012 Trakehner gelding, and my student is, I think, like 5'8" or 9, so 16.1 hands is good. And I see that his temperament is rated at a 2, so that means that the owner thinks that the horse is pretty safe, which is what I'm looking for. And it looks like the horse has done a little bit of jumping, a little dressage. Looks like the horse has show experience at first level. So I like the fact that he has been exposed to showing and jumping and traveling off the property, I assume, for the show. I like that this ad says that he is ready to start eventing. I would be more troubled if the horse were an eventer at a younger age and now is looking to back down to dressage on just flat work. I would wonder why. Did he not like the jumps? Did he get injured over the jumps? Or maybe it's no reason at all. I don't know. But I like it. I think it's great when horses and riders really focus on the flat work when the horse is young. I think your flat work is the meat of the subject. You might have 8 jumps or whatever in a course, but all the rest is flat work, flat work, flat work. So when you focus on flat work and dressage when your horse is young, and even as they get older, it only helps your jumping and your trail riding and whatever you want to do. So even though some people think that flat work and dressage is boring, I say if you do think that, you're probably doing dressage wrong. But anyway, that's my spiel about that. Let's go ahead and look up the video here. All right, so I see that he is being ridden by a jumper rider and jumper tack, which is totally fine. Starts off in the walk. The footing looks maybe a little bit sloppy, but he doesn't seem to mind. And I like that he trots right off. I like that the horse seems quite steady in the tempo, and that he's kind of swinging through the bottom of his tail. And I see some pretty good bending on the curved lines. So again, I'm trying to keep in mind the suitability for my student and what she's looking for in particular. An uncomplicated horse that's easy to ride, safe, and comfortable so that she can keep at her own farm and have fun with and kind of get back in gear with riding. So I'm seeing the horse go around in the trot, some circles and some changes of direction, which is great, showing suppleness. Now we're in the canter, and the canter transition looked really willing, really easy. The canter tempo is quite steady. The horse could sit down a little bit more behind and not be quite so croup high, but this horse is, they say, showing first level. And so only a level balance with an uphill tendency is required. So, you know, it would be unfair if I asked if I wanted this horse to see this horse in more collection with more engagement, because he's not an FEI horse yet. He's a first level horse. The transition down looked easy and willing. And I like that for a rider that is a training level rider, just getting her seat back. The horse needs to be easy on the aids, easy to canter, easy to stop. Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking about imagining my rider riding this horse. I see some movement going on in the background, and the horse is not distracted, which is also really great. I would like to see some other first level movements, like a trot lengthening, maybe a leg yield, maybe some other transitions like trot, halt, trot, like we have on the center line. And now we're on the left lead. The horse looked really willing to pick up the lead again, and the tempo looks easy. The horse's gait looks comfortable. The down transition could have been a little bit smoother with more engagement, but totally fine for first level. Sometimes I feel a little trouble here in the down transition, maybe a little bit against the aids, and maybe some tension in the back in the walk. The walk isn't really shown very much in this video, and I really would have liked to have seen more walk, and like I said, more movements that we see in first level dressage, the stretchy trot, and like I said, the other stuff would have been really nice. But I find that this horse might be a good match for my student based off of the ad and the video. Probably what I would do next is request from the seller to see more video if possible. Video is so easy to take and easy to send these days. I always feel comfortable in asking for more video and making sure that the video that I'm looking at is up to date. You know, it's not going to help me much if the video is a year old or even 6 months old, because a lot can happen in a year and 6 months. This horse does look sound, and he looks healthy. His body condition is nice, and he looks like he is treated fairly, and he looks like a good citizen. So I am interested to see, since he is a jumper right now, their exact reasoning for opening him up to the dressage community to be sold. I'd like to take a look at any vet records he has, and I'd like just more information. I think that the ad was a little bit brief. I'd like to know more about his personality and stuff like obviously any health issues, any vices, if he has 4 shoes, if he hacks out on his own, or if he needs to go in a group, how often he's been taken off property, is he kid safe, even though my student isn't a kid, she's an adult amateur, I'd like to know his experience with adult amateurs and not just trainers, if he has any experience with beginners. Because if my student is a training level rider, I want to know how the horse is going to take some mistakes, if he's going to find humor in them, or if he's going to hold it against her. Because like I said, my student is interested in keeping this horse at her home and taking lessons regularly. So, she'll be riding on her own. So I'd like to know what kind of experience the horse has with riders that are not trainers. These are all things that I have to think about when you're looking at a horse for someone else. You can tell a lot from a video, but not everything. So sometimes, obviously phone conversations can help, and multiple videos can help. And you know, having a trainer like myself look at these videos as to give another opinion is also really helpful before you start, you know, investing and driving and flying around the world. You kind of want to think about this kind of stuff. So anyway, if you guys like this video, be sure and click the thumbs up. Be sure and let me know if you're enjoying this kind of thing, and if you find it valuable, let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!